All right, we are back with none other than our main event. Not only an incredible match, but also a match in the gi. So our only gi match on the card. Super excited to have Pedro Marinho here to my left, Wno Meregali to my right. This is an open weight gi match here at Who's Number One. Pedro, you had a call out for Wno Meregali when you were in a no gi match. What were you thinking when you were offered this gi match? Is the rule set what you hoped for? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, when I was offered the match, I thought it was no gi first, but kinda was too close with the date, so I expect maybe, gi. Once they offer me gi, I accept right away. As I said before, I don't see nobody there that can bring me some rewards like Nicholas can bring me. Beating him is a huge thing, so I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. And Nicholas, too, I wanted to ask, specifically gi or no gi, did you have a strong preference going into this match, or was this what you were hoping for?
You mean about the style, gi or no gi?
Yes.
Of course, gi.
Making the gi great again, right?
Yeah, so there's one of my plans, of course, but also when I'm competing the gi, I cannot see nobody even close to my level, so it's pretty much hangout time for me, vacation time. And having this gi match back to Who's Number One, something very important for the industry. And Pedro is he owned my respect when he accepted the match, because we were having problems to find an opponent. 6, 7, 8 guys decline offer because they have some big tournament coming up. But if you are doing a sport and the best in the sport invite you to have a match, like, hey man, I want to fight you. No, I can't. I have a big deal coming up. No, bro, you don't. So in any other sport, boxing, MMA, any other area, if the best guy in the game invite you to compete, you have to take it. That is your shot. And Pedro made it, so he owned my respect, and it is what it is. So if you guys want to compete in the gi, Who's Number One is the stage. We are trying to make things professional again, and I'm very happy and proud for being part of this gi action back to Who's Number One.
And when you say you're bringing the gi back to being professional, do you mean that you want the matches to be more exciting? Is it about the prep for the competition? I mean, what do you mean by that? What do you think that you bring that's so unique?
It's about the system. Like, we are doing professional matches here, so I'm bringing how much I worth, Pedro the same, and other athletes, so we can kind of figure what the athlete can bring to the organization, and then we can make the sport grow. Tournaments, when we have a bracket with third guys, it's impossible. It's literally impossible. You understand the work the athlete is doing day by day on media, on branding, on any aspect of the business. So professional athletes, they have to fight in professional events. Tournaments, it's cool, but it doesn't build the sport anymore. So we had some huge support from other organizations building that style of tournament events, but right now it's time to change the gi jiu-jitsu, and also no gi. It's like kind of pushing the line through, so we can make the sport professional right now by having this chance in the gi at Who's Number One. Other organizations are also knocking the door to bring the gi back to their platform, so it's time to change. And if you want to be a professional athlete, you have to act like a professional athlete. Do media, fight well, work to get submissions, and also interviews, media stuff, Instagram, whatever. You have to do your job. Otherwise, you can show up in local tournaments, fight brackets, and have no sense where your brand is inside the business. So if you want to have the jiu-jitsu as a professional sport, we have to work together to build something special, not like just competing tournaments in organizations, because I don't want to say any name, tournaments in random organizations and then see what happens. So if you want to make gi professional, we have to have support from athletes. The business side, Flow Grappling, any other organization, they're doing well, but right now it's the part of the job is from athletes. We have to build something special.
And what do you think the main issue is with the athletes who are not doing it, as far as they're not bringing authenticity to the brand, or they're just not working hard enough, they're boring to watch? I mean, what is it exactly, or all of the above?
It's hard to judge authenticity, so because it's hard to understand pretty much who the person is, but definitely one aspect that is really could be a game changer inside the industry is the way athletes brand themselves and do marketing. So I made easily 100 posts since I got my contract from Flow Grappling, easily 100 posts. So if you see other athletes competing in Worlds, for example, they are showing up in 2 weeks. they made 2 posts. The week's starting. I wish you guys a great week. No, it's not the way of doing marketing. You have to fucking post things about the event you are going to compete and then promote if you want to take money from the organization, because it has to be 2 ways, go and go back. So I think things has to change, but everybody who is here, for example, the athletes that we have on this card, they're doing a great job. And if we are making money from this event today, we're gonna have more opportunities to make money in the future as well. And can be no gi, can be gi, but it's just like a work that athletes have to understand as soon as possible if we wanna live a great life.
Thank you. So, Pedro, that was a lot. I want to ask you a little bit about your approach here coming in. When you think about the professionalism of jiu-jitsu, you have had an incredible run in the no-gi and Who's Number One, and then obviously gi and no-gi off the mat, or off the Who's Number One mats in different organizations as well. What are you looking for with this match as far as stamping this onto your resume, and what do you think that would mean to you to get this win?
Man, as you said before, I have been fighting so long, right, on these professional events. Maybe 5 years ago, on the first CASO, as a purple belt, I started already, fighting on main events. So I have been seeing the growing, right? So I'm really excited to Who's Number One. I feel nowadays is the biggest stage out there, right? Like the no-gi scene is all here in America, and they have been pushing a lot this part. And see, they look for the gi as well, and putting together, as they have been doing before, like events with ABJJF, right? So I feel that that's the way, little by little, they will be able to professionalize the sport and make better opportunities for us. As Nicholas said, it's if you don't do well with your brand, right, these things hard to live just from fighting, right? At least I teaching, I keep doing all the things that nowadays we're not able to be just as an athlete, right? To live well from jiu-jitsu just as an athlete. So I feel like the way it's going good. We need to step it up and show it. Tomorrow night, is a good opportunity to do that. We step it up and put a show.
And you were the one who asked for this match, too. So I want to know what you're thinking. Obviously, you asked for the match, you requested it, you were open to gi and no gi. The match is in the gi. What do you think tomorrow is going to look like? Nicholas had said that it's going to be playtime for him, right, as a vacation. So what are you looking to do in the match to make it go your way?
Man, I feel like, all he's saying, all he's putting, the pressure on him, he's, like I say, he has the facts on his side, he has the numbers. I can say that much, I can say, I'm going to do this and that, as he has the facts. But tomorrow, like I say, I have been looking for the rewards, Beat Nicholas is a big thing. He's the #1 guy in the world, so there's nobody else that I want to beat more than him.
And lastly, Meregali, I want to ask you about your game plan for tomorrow. You said vacation, you said playtime. Is there anything in particular that we are looking to see, or are you going to let him dictate where the match goes, or what can we expect?
Of course, I'm just like making jokes, not going to be a vacation. But I have a few things that I want to work on this match, because when we fought Pans, we didn't have much time to work on my gi game. It was 2.5 weeks. So ironically, we have 2.5 weeks for this match as well. And we got to improve a few things, like small details on my gi game that I want to showcase tomorrow and make the match super exciting, because the rule set helps me a lot, to literally display jiu-jitsu, because when you have rule sets where points are involved, you can kind of create strategies to win, get your medal and your title, but just stall and score 2 points in the beginning and life is great. You're the champion. But no, so we have a rule set right now that we have to literally exchange jiu-jitsu if you want to prove that you are the best on the stage. So I think Pedro is ready for that. I'm ready for that as well. And again, so I respect this guy. He was the only guy on the planet who took this shot, and he deserves my respect. And this is why I'm not talking shit at all. I didn't talk. He knows that. So I didn't make one single post about him or anything.
I was expecting more from Meregali.
Yeah, I was super friendly and whatever, because that is the way I'm respecting him. So he deserves that, and let's see tomorrow what's gonna do. You guys will enjoy the show 100%.
Awesome. Well, I'm super excited to see our gi match tomorrow, especially between you guys. It's going to be an amazing event. So make sure, not only for this match, but for everything on our card, you guys tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. The first 2 matches are going to be free, and then we will get to the main card.
Tomorrow night, Marinho vs Meregali, only on 4 grappling. Let's go. It's porrada time.
Let's go. Thanks, guys.